want to thank you so much for coming out and supporting live comedy. For those of you who don't know me, my name is John, and tell you a little bit about myself. I was raised Catholic. Well, my parents were Catholic. I'm an alcoholic. And I've lived in Sedona pretty much my whole life. Up until recently, I actually moved down to Cottonwood because we have a saying here in Sedona: if you can't stand the heat, get out of the sweat lodge. I'm just saying, you know? Sedona's gotten to be a little bit too much on the metaphysical side for me. I don't know if you visitors from out of town know this, but we actually made the McDonald's here in town change their golden arches to teal green arches just to fit in. And the Taco Bell, they went out of business because they wouldn't get Tibetan chimes. And we do have a new fast food restaurant coming to town. You guys have all heard of it, Jack in the Pyramid? You know how in the big city, the homeless people will come up to your car and stop by to try to wash your windshield for a handout? Here in Sedona, they actually try to cleanse your aura while you're in the roundabout. Yeah, we do. We have homeless people here in Sedona, but they're new, sanctimonious New Age homeless people. They have signs that say we'll work for organic food. I remember when I was a kid, we used to call them homeless hobos, but it's not politically correct to call them hobos anymore. The hos don't like it. I find it very difficult to be politically correct or even polite. Like I was at Safeway the other day, and one of the clerks came up to me and asked me, "Did you find everything you were looking for today?" And I just got pissed off, and I said, "No, could you help me find the meaning of life? Where's my soulmate? How about my father's love and approval? I've been looking for that my whole life." I said, "I think that's over in the freezer section." And I hate shopping because I ended up staying there too long. And I had to go to the bathroom. And I hate public restrooms, and I'll tell you why. I feel like a shoplifter when I go in there. They got everything under lock and key. I mean, if I wanted to steal your cheap, thin toilet paper, I would just pull it off the rolls, stick it in my pockets, and walk out the door. In reality, I think the only thing that lock protects is the little cardboard roller. Now, what do you think? We're a bunch of kindergartners? We're going to steal them and make cardboard binoculars out of them? And who's the guy that invented those battery-powered automatic paper towel hand dispenser things? Who's the idiot that invented this thing? I mean, you know, we're already standing on a slippery tile floor. Now we're waving our wet hands, splashing water everywhere, trying to get that little red sensor to activate the mechanism that's going to dispense the minuscule amount of the ugly brown paper that smells like a wet basset when it gets wet. The whole experience makes me just want to start wearing Depends. And what about those paper seat covers? Or as I like to call them, 3 towel cats. And you spend all that time and you get it positioned just perfectly, and then you turn around to sit down and it automatically gets sucked away. It's frustrating. Frustrating. And I was thinking, you know, big business is actually missing a huge opportunity here. They should advertise on toilet paper. At least we have something to read in there, right? But I mean, can you imagine you're at the airport, you know, and they've supplied you with thick, quilted toilet paper, And with maybe like the Delta Airlines logo on it, you know, Delta Airlines, we love your fly and it shows. Then you go to your favorite football game, and they've supplied you with soft, wonderful, cushy toilet paper with maybe the Raiders logo, and we smell fear. And I was also thinking, wouldn't it be great if Huggies and Pfizer were to team up and create baby wipes for grown-up men? You know, combining soothing aloe vera with Viagra that's absorbed through the skin. Their slogan could be hard on one and soft on the other. And are there any germaphobes in here? Yeah, I hear you over there. We have this gal at work, and she is so germaphobic. She wears long sleeves all the time, and then she pulls them down like this, you know, so that she doesn't have to touch any of the doorknobs and catch any of those dirty little hitchhikers. And that I can kind of understand, but we all have to share the same bathroom at work. And this gal's going in there and peeing all over the place like a drunken freshman in a frat house. And I know this because I went in there after she finished up one time and I found her footprints on the toilet seat. I mean, what is she doing? Is she going in there and like propping herself up on the toilet like, oh, can't touch? And then flushing with her foot? Come on, clean up that mess. Put that sleeve to good use. Yeah, that's water under the bridge. That's history. Speaking of history, I like the Civil War. I'm a big history buff, and I always wondered why they called it the Civil War. Was it because, you know, it was brother fighting against brother, and they all had to be polite to each other? Well, Yankee, allow me to offer you a cool glass of lemonade before I shoot you with this big lead ball that's going to go splat when it hits you. Now, my gun is not very accurate, so I will probably dismember one of your extremities. However, that said, don't take it personally. I'm just doing my duty. See you next year at the family reunion. In the Civil War, I was thinking, you know, they didn't have a whole lot of famous quotes. Not like the Revolutionary War. Whoa, they had some wonderful quotes like, give me liberty or give me death. I regret that I have but one life to give for my country. The only famous quote I can remember from the Civil War is, please, Miss Scott, I don't know nothing about birthing no babies. And I've had too much coffee already. And I smoked too many cigarettes. My doctor told me, she said, John, I want you to quit smoking. And I said, Doc, you know I'm a recovering alcoholic. I haven't had a drink or a drug in 12 years. Smoking's my only joy in life. You can't take that away from me. I'm not going to quit. She said, well, you're not going to stop smoking, then I'm going to have to ask you to quit masturbating. And I said, why? She said, well, it's really hard to have a conversation with you while you're doing that. Yeah, my girlfriend dumped me because I wouldn't stop smoking. And of all places, she dumped me at the Home Depot. Oh, I hated going there with her. I'd always find her on the talk aisle. Talk in her hand. She ended up buying a stud finder and she was gone. I really miss her. She was one of the most fantastic lovers. Ask any of my friends. I called her Diddley, my best friend, and I really love that dog. Oh, it's okay. I live in Sedona, it's a small town. You don't really lose your girlfriend, you just lose your turn. So are you interested? And I said, yes. And went over to her house, and Chris Hansen, who could catch a predator, jumps out and says, I was like, hey, Chris, I told you she was 21. He said she's dyslexic. I don't know if other people were satisfied with it. My ex told me, she said, you should get a chocolate penis that ejaculates money. Yeah. And Christmas is right around the corner. And if you're anything like my family, we have a little Christmas tradition around our house. We all like to gather on our front porch and raise our voices in glorious celebration until the cops come by and tell us to stop yelling at each other. My mom is the worst. She yells the most, especially around the holidays. She's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know. Listen to me! Put the poinsettias over there! Yeah. No! Don't put the dishes in the sink! Yeah! Take the garbage out! Do it now! Yeah! Okay, so I don't do Arnold Schwarzenegger. But, you know, with Christmas right around the corner, it's a real stressful time, and I think it's got to be really stressful for the Christmas bomber. You know, he's back in the news. The guy that tried to blow up the plane, and I really feel sorry for him. Oh, real sympathetic crowd, aren't you? No, I was thinking this guy is like the redheaded stepchild of Al Qaeda. I don't really think the other terrorists liked him very much, and they just wanted to get rid of him. You know, it's kind of stupid. Umar, send in Umar. Bring him. Umar, me and the other terrorists have decided that you are ready to go on your mission. Oh, goody! Yes, yes. And on the holiest of days of the infidel, you will blow up a plane over the United States. Yippee, over Washington? No, no. Over New York? No, no, you will blow up Detroit. Really? Yes. And you will have to wear the explosives on your body. Oh, goody. In a vest? No. In my tennis shoes? No. We want you to wear the explosives in your underpants. Really? Yes. And you will have to detonate the explosives yourself. Oh, yippee! With the button? No. With the matches? No. We want you to use your farts, so be sure to order the kosher meal. Now may all be with you. Be on your way. Do you really think you can put this off? There's no stinking way. I put non-dairy creamer instead of explosives in his underpants and hired Ashton Kutcher to jump out and say, dude, you've been pumped. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.